What's up guys, it's Dan from Perfect Paint, and this week we've got a 2017 Volkswagen Up in for bumper repair, so let's get this bumper off. Right, so first things first, we want to get these rear lights out. So to do that, we need to go into the back here. You can see there's the inspection hatch to change the bulbs. Inside there is also the butterfly bolt. You undo that and the light will come out. To get the inspection hatch out, you simply just pull it out like this, and then behind there you can see that bolt and it will literally just twist off. That's what that bolt looks like there. You can just undo it with your hands. If it is a little bit tight, it is made so you've got a fitting for a socket on the back there as well, but with it being plastic, your best bet is to try and undo it with your hands. To undo this plug here, you simply just pull up this red tab and then push in this part of the black tab, and the plug will release from the back of the lights. And that's exactly the same for both sides, so we'll get the other one out and then move on to the next part. Next, we've got these 4 T25 Torx screws, so let's get those removed. Next, we've got 1, 2 and 3 T25 Torx screws on the inner arch. I've got this really handy bit ratchet that you put bits in the end of. Really handy for arches. Saves you getting the wheel off 9 times out of 10. As well as the 3 on the side, there is also 2 of the same screws either side, as well as these plastic screws with a T20 Torx in the middle, and it's actually a clip. You've got to be careful with these ones. There's 2 of those under there, and as always, be careful because they're plastic and they're likely to either strip or round off or shear depending on how old the vehicle is. All of those screws taken off from around the bumper. We've got 2 remaining screws, 1 on either side, connecting the bumper corner to the quarter panel, and you'll find it up in there. You can just about see it there, and that's the same as the rest of them. It's a T25. Now with those final 2 removed, we can simply just pull at this corner and the bumper will be ready to come off. Do beware that there is parking sensors and side lights, as well as the number plate lights underneath there. You'll have to disconnect those once the bumper is off. On this particular bumper, you can see that there is parking sensors. So what I do here is I find the connector for the parking sensors, label the wires A and A either side of the connector, and then we can remove these. See, I've done there B, C and D, so we can remove these for installation prior to paint. Now we've got the bumper off and on a stand, we can start taking off the necessary things, starting with the parking sensors. Take note on the orientation of the back of the parking sensor for reassembly, and this silver tab pushes in either side, and then it will just push out and it will just pull out and come straight out of it. To remove the number plate lights, it is much the same. You just push in on this tab and then release on that side. And same with this. Push the tab in and then release it. Removing the reflectors, simply undo this T25 screw, push this clip in and the reflector will come out. On this side, we have to undo this clip first, which pulls out like so, and then we undo it the same way. Be careful with this. I believe that this is a crash zone sensor. After that, we can remove this wiring loom. All of these just pull off, and then we can move on to removing the lower apron. Now lastly, removing the rear apron, we've got a white clip either side. If you push up the cylinder from the bottom so it pokes out the top, you can pull that out. And then these tabs just need to be pushed inwards as you remove the apron. So that's that. The rear bumper's removed. To reinstall, it's simply just a case of following those steps in reverse, and that's everything you need to know.